Hello and welcome back to the port. I'm the Gav Major and this is Wales Weekly. Wales Weekly is the weekly news video covering news of the game in the week past and in the week coming up. And also it's a nice little area where I can round off some of the channel admin, I guess you could say. So first of all, first item of news is there's been some changes to ranked, and these have been mostly due to the small population currently playing it. Therefore, what they've done is they've made some changes to the matchmaking. If there is no match found after waiting for 3.5 minutes, the restrictions on the number of destroyers will be lifted. So therefore, rather than it being restricted to 2 destroyers per team, it's pretty much a free-for-all. However, if no match is found after a further 2.5 minutes, therefore a total wait time of 6 minutes, then the game size will be reduced from a 7 versus 7 to a 5 versus 5. So basically, it's quite interesting there that maybe they set the bar too high in regards to this campaign, or well, not a campaign of ranked, or season of ranked, I should say, by having it with not many safety zones and lots of things to do. And it seems like most of the player base probably isn't pursuing it or has got too frustrated with it, unfortunately. However, I kind of completely agree with lifting the restrictions on destroyers. I kind of feel like ranked is its own environment. It's very much like standard. I think if you have restrictions in place, it's going to force people into certain putting square pegs into round holes, I guess you could say. For example, with it being limited to only 2 destroyers per team, currently we've seen quite a lot of battleships because they're kind of they've got no consequence for doing that. Whereas if you allow people to do what they want, it means it's going to kind of balance itself. Lots of destroyers, okay, people might start playing cruisers a bit more. People start playing lots of cruisers, people might start playing battleships, mix up a little bit. By forcing it into, there's only two allowed 2 of these, I kind of feel you end up moving the equation of rock, paper, scissors, I guess you could say. So, another item of news is this week we've had the Azure Lane Commanders second wave, and these are in store. Now, for a more detailed breakdown on that, I'd probably recommend the link down in the description, which goes over all of the Azure Lane Commanders. Now, starting as of 2 days ago, the World of Warships Legends Advent Calendar has been released. This is available on the World of Warships Legends website, and a link to which will be provided down in the description, but also has been provided by World of Warships Legends on Discord, Facebook, and YouTube. Now, the calendar will basically be 24 days, and every day will grant you a reward, a fact regarding your personal gameplay, and a mission. Now, if you complete all of the 24 missions, then you will be rewarded with the Tier 4 Russian destroyer, the Okhotnik, I guess you could say. Now, if you already have this, then you will be basically refunded or rewarded 4.5 million credits. Now, each day of the calendar will only be available for 7 days after the date to be opened. Once it's been opened, then the mission within will be open for 7 days in order to be completed. Quite interesting there. Basically, if you waited until say let's say the 6th of December, just to be sure, and you opened up days 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, then the missions for those days would then be available for the next 7 days. However, say on the 8th you decide you want to go have a look at this calendar, you'll probably miss out on day 1, that'll be gone. So that's something to bear in mind. Now, there has been an update regarding the update for the Xbox S and X. This has currently been delayed while it awaits approval from the platform provider, which would be Microsoft. So that's quite interesting. They were hoping to have it out probably earlier this week. Unfortunately, it's been delayed, but it should be with us soon. Now, this is of course the last week of the Azuma campaign. Now I have done a review of the Azuma that'll be carded top right now, and that obviously means that when we go into the next week, we will be starting the Tokyo Express campaign, which is a 2-week campaign, with the end reward being Tanaka. And then the interesting one with the Tokyo Express campaign is that if you do decide to purchase amateur backing, the first milestone of that campaign rewards you back 1,250 balloons, so you're kind of getting that for half price. However, whether it's worthwhile or not, I think that's going to be something that needs to be looked into, I guess. Time for a little bit of speculation. We have seen that HMS York is the to-be-determined premium ship of Segment 8 of the Shimakaze Bureau project. Those of you who are in the know will understand that HMS Duke of York is not in the game. And we also know that they do not plan on introducing a global XP ship this year. Furthermore, will the next bureau ship be British? No, but ... And will we see a British port before the end of the year? Well, will we see a British port? Yes, most likely. Okay, so when you tie all those together, I'm going to continue with my prediction that we are looking at HMS Duke York as a campaign reward for the December patch. Now, HMS Duke of York is basically a tier 6 British battleship. Yes, I know, another one. And it's basically a sister ship to King George V. However, there will be some minor differences, possibly in regards to the consumables. But let's wait and see what they turn up with on that one. Now on to some channel news, and so we have the Patreon choice of video, which is basically up for selection currently on Patreon. So if you are a Patreon member, then you can make some suggestions in regards to what video you would like me to produce, and I'll see what I can do next week. Other channel stuff, I've got lots on my to-do list. I know I have to do a summary of the alternative Japanese destroyers, and I hope to do some work on that this weekend. Obviously next week will be an Amity reports as well, and I know it's on my to-do list. I need to probably try and do a review, or like just my impressions of the secondary rework, but I need to put some more gameplay aside into that, and at the moment ranked is really chewing up my time. Furthermore, I am off work this week. However, most of the week has been spent decorating the office, and that has really knocked me for 6 is the honest answer. But hopefully, fingers crossed, I should be live streaming on Friday. It'll probably be a bit later, probably 21:30 hours till 23:30 hours, so a bit later for Europe and all that. But hopefully it'll be good to see you there. Well, that's WoWs Weekly. If you have enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. If you enjoy this kind of content, feel free to subscribe. And if you aren't already subscribed, I'd say thank you very much for your continued comments, contribution, and support. If you want to support the channel on Patreon, the link will be down in the description. Email address for the channel for your community contribution captures for the community video is down there as well. And until next time, I'm the Gaff Major, and back to the port.
Enemy destroyer sunk.